Hi everyone, I'm Nick, and this is the Master Keys Lite L from Cooler Master. Now there are a ton of choices out there if you're looking for a keyboard with RGB lighting, but for casual gamers, anyone on a budget, or really anyone looking to add color to their setup, the Master Keys Lite L is a great choice. Besides the full-size keyboard, you're also getting a solid gaming mouse too. You can pick up the Master Keys Lite L for $60, and I'll put a link below if you want to grab one. Starting off with the design of the keyboard, it has a very clean and sleek look. Everything is plastic here, but the top has a nice smooth matte finish that resists fingerprints. Flipping the keyboard around, there are rubber feet to keep it in place and legs that fold out to angle the keyboard. There's nothing fancy about the USB cable, it's not detachable or braided like higher end keyboards. The keyboard has a nice compact footprint with super thin bezels. These are some of the thinnest bezels I've seen on a keyboard. I really like the look of this keyboard. It's got a solid and dense feel, and everything just feels really well made. The only branding you'll find are the Cooler Master logos on the Windows keys, and in the top right corner are etched indicators for num lock, caps lock, scroll lock, and game mode. The Master Keys Lite L doesn't include a wrist rest, which is okay by me because I don't use them when they are included, but keep that in mind. There is another feature missing that can be found in most gaming keyboards nowadays. There are no dedicated macro keys or any macro functions at all. The manual states there's 24 key anti-ghosting, but I found it would only recognize 10 keys at the same time, which you obviously wouldn't need more than that, but I just want to point out that the 24 key didn't work for me. You can change the key rate with the F9 or F10 keys, and you can disable all the keys with F11 or disable the Windows key only with F12, so you don't accidentally interrupt your game. There aren't dedicated media or volume controls either, which is pretty typical. Instead, you'll use function along with the keys above the arrow keys. A lot of other keyboards map these to F1, F2, or F3, but at least here you can easily control the volume or playback with one hand. Now for a $60 keyboard and mouse combo, you aren't going to get Cherry MX switches, and if you are interested in mechanical switches, you can jump up to the Master Keys Pro L. Instead, Cooler Master created their own switch here, which they call Memcanical. But it's still a rubber dome, and it really feels like a typical membrane keyboard. Cooler Master says the dome provides satisfying tactile feedback, and typing does feel responsive, but there isn't a tactile bump or audible click like you'll find on Cherry MX Blue switches. So there's really no mistaking this for a mechanical keyboard. Overall though, if you don't mind membrane keyboards, then you'll be satisfied with this. Gaming feels responsive and I didn't have any missed keys. I found that even if I typed as gently as I could, every key press was still recognized. These aren't going to be as durable as mechanical switches either. Unlike Cherry MX switches that are rated for 50 million key presses, these are rated at 12 million, which Cooler Master says is still twice the life of a typical membrane keyboard. This keyboard does use standard Cherry MX compatible keycaps though, so you can swap them out if you'd like to customize the keyboard. And these keycaps are UV coated. They have a really nice finish to them, and they should last a long time. Now let's take a look at the RGB lighting, which Cooler Master did an excellent job with here. The keyboard uses a white backplate like many other RGB keyboards, and the colors really pop. They're deep and saturated. The light is very bright when you're looking directly down. As you move to more of an angle, some of the brightness is lost through the characters of the keys, but overall the lighting here is excellent. There's no software to use here, so everything can be controlled directly with the keyboard. You can control the lighting with the function and F1 to F7 keys. You can cycle through single colors, set different levels of red, green, or blue, and there are a handful of different modes like wave, breathing, and scan. You also get more control of the modes with the ability to change the direction of the scroll or the speed. Overall, the lighting looks great and the scrolling of the colors is very smooth. You're not getting individual key customization like you do on more expensive keyboards that come with software, but there are enough options here to satisfy most people. Now let's take a look at the included mouse. This mouse is very lightweight, weighing just 91 grams. The entire body is made out of plastic, but it's a nice matte finish that doesn't show smudges. There isn't a braided cable here either. There are Teflon feet on the underside which give the mouse a nice smooth glide. This mouse uses the Avago 3050, which is an entry-level gaming grade optical sensor. I had no issues with this mouse while gaming, and you can set the DPI between 500, 1000, 2000, and 3500 directly on the mouse, and each setting has its own color so you'll know which mode you're on. The left and right click have a nice tactile feel. This mouse uses Omron switches, which have a lifespan of 10 million clicks. The scroll wheel in the center has a nice rubber grip, and the scroll steps are well defined. There are two buttons on the left side for forward and back. The mouse has RGB lighting in the scroll wheel as well as a slit in the rear. You can choose between two modes, a static color that you can cycle between using the DPI button and the back button, and there's also a color cycle mode. You can change the speed of the cycle between slow, medium, and fast using the DPI and back button. You can also disable the lighting completely using the DPI button and right click. Just like the keyboard, this is a solid mouse with really nice RGB lighting and should satisfy most people. If you're a serious gamer, you'll probably want to step up to something better, something with rubber grips and programmable buttons, but again, for this price, you really can't beat it. If you're a casual gamer, or someone who doesn't want to spend a lot of money on a keyboard and mouse combo, but you want to add a little color to your setup, there's a ton of value here for $60. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching.